Honey, this is nuts. I don't mind giving my statement to Sam about my whereabouts the night of Julian's murder, but why would he want one from you?
Oh, honey, it's just a formality. It's like Sam said, they need an affidavit from everyone who could be a suspect.
Which counts you out. You barely knew Julian. Honey, your name wouldn't be on the list if it wasn't for me. This is all my fault.
Oh, honey, now stop it. Really, it's not a big deal.
No? Baby, you have barely said a word to me all night. Now, if it's not about the murder case, then what is it?
I'm worried about those DNA test results coming back, because I think it is going to kill Grace to find out that John isn't really her son.
You say that like you believe it. Since when? Eve, when did you start believing that I was right about John not being Grace's son?
Well, I can't pinpoint the exact day.
It's not like I want it to be true. I mean, I know how much it's going to hurt Grace. I just wished I never said anything.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, you're probably right. But Rebecca seems more convinced than I am that David is working for Ivy. And when you think about it, it all tracks. I mean, this whole first husband story is just another ploy by Ivy to try to bring trouble to Sam and Grace. Do the Cranes ever give up?
I don't think so.
When will the DNA test be in?
Oh, any time now.
That's good. One way or another, this whole dirty mess is going to be out in the open. I'm going to go ahead and pay this bill. Sweetheart, what's wrong? Who are you arguing with?
Oh, it's just one of my patients from the hospital.
But Eve, you seem upset.
Well, she's very difficult, and she doesn't take anyone's advice.
Well, what about?
She's keeping something important from her husband.
Well, she's got herself the right doctor. And I'm sure you told her whatever it is, she has to be honest with her husband. Because that's what marriage is built on. Trust and honesty.
Yes.
Honey, enough about everyone else. Even if they are your patients. You need to concentrate on yourself. You seem so sad lately.
Do I?
Baby, you're acting like you lost your best friend. Trust me, you haven't. Now, I happen to know the guy, and he is head over heels in love with you as much as he was on the day that he married you.
I love you, TC. No matter whatever happens, just always remember how much I love you.
And I love you, too.
I do not buy the girl's story about having a pillow fight.
Oh, come on, honey, they're cousins. Whatever else is going on, I believe Charity. They wouldn't hurt each other. Hey, come on in.
We can't stay long.
Yeah, we fought over these statements that you wanted. Still can't believe you consider Eve a suspect in Julian's murder.
Take it easy, honey. Sam's just doing his job.
Well, do you have enough time to stay for a beer?
Yeah. Thanks. You know, Sammy, why don't you save yourself some time and the taxpayers' money and take Eve's name off your suspect list? You know she didn't do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said about you.
That's my girl. Always in my corner. I know why you consider me your prime suspect. If you hadn't stopped me, I would have strangled Julian to death that same night with my bare hands.
You just seen the proof that he ended your tennis career and walked away without taking any blame.
You think I did it?
Tell you the truth, I don't know what to think about a lot of things these days.
You're still worried about Grace and DNA test, aren't you?
On the one hand, I want her to see proof that John isn't her son by David and to expose this guy for the fraud that he is. At the same time, Grace adores John ever since she met him. I hate to think what would happen if she finds out he's not her biological son.
That's a tough one. Wanting to find out the truth. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt the woman that you love.
The hospital?
Yes, that was the hospital, and they said they're not going to be able to get the results to us till tomorrow morning.
Morning. You know, I've already waited long enough to prove I'm right about John being my son.
What's wrong, huh?
I just told Grace that the hospital won't have the results for us till tomorrow morning.
Well, can't you just call them back and tell them you need the results tonight?